Ayo, Damons. Ayo, Losers. Ayo, Masons. Ayo, Secret Society members. Ayo, you know what just came to my mind though? I'm just like, I know other TIs have said this before, but it just came to me too in a specific way, you know what I'm saying? Like a specific download in a certain way. Like, imagine what all that y'all be doing to sabotage a player's life. You know what I'm saying? Um, I still be blessed. I still be keeping it moving. I still be upgrading. I still be making positive changes. And somehow I still manage to pay all my bills and my responsibilities. Like, other TIs have also said this. Imagine if we were just left alone, you know what I'm saying, for like a year. You know what I'm saying? Just like the way our minds work and the way we are and the way we don't sell out, you know what I'm saying? Like things would just naturally go good for us, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll just be doing good for others. We'll just be drawing like-minded people. Like we'll just be doing magic, you know what I'm saying? Without even knowing, just through our natural way of being and expressing ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Uniquely. And yeah, man, like that's why you freaks have to do the uttermost, man. Wake up every day and just be watching me and just be watching other men, bro. Like this is why y'all weird, man. And you just out here thinking you cool. And you guys got the secret society going and like, yeah, we're a secret society and you be doing all these disgusting things and it's just I can't believe this. It's the world that we live in, you know, the simulated matrix, man, where they got all these clones around a specific real person, right? A specific TI in a town, even full cities of like 1,000 to 1, you know what I'm saying? Like 1,000 clones to a real person type thing, like the Matrix, man. This is like what? And you can see it. I'm not out here just telling stories. You could spend 5 minutes with somebody, you who's a real person, you know, because this is for the real human. And this is even to trigger the clones' curiosity, if they even could listen to this type of message. You know what I mean? Like, all you got to do is spend 5 minutes with an individual to know he's a clone. To know that now that you awoke to this, that you're awakening to the truth of the difference between the wheat and the tares, and how these vessels, these individuals that have been around you all your life, been walking around you, members of your family, they all operate with the same limited perceptions. These men, like as soon as you start talking about this, we all have the same things to say. It's been said already. They start fidgeting. They just start looking up somewhere. The moment you switch the subject to sports, onto some mundane topic like that, or just fucking, I mean, sorry, just any useless topic of the world, their attention is back on you fully. It's some weirdness, man. It's some weirdness, and we've always been brought up with the idea. We've heard it all our lives. We're all the same. We're all the same. We always thought that everybody, more or less, even the real crazy ones, we all operated from the same moral compass ultimately. And people were just damaged, and they would eventually change and get it, that not to be that way, and so forth, right? We always thought about things in that way. But it never, you see, it never quite, some individuals never quite got there. They could just be 100 years old and they're still, and we always thought it was ignorance, like, yeah, they just grew up in a different time. And no, no, it's impossible for you to be a certain age and not question your reality. Never. Not even care to. Not even bother to know who you are, never gone within. Like, don't you know everybody that's like that? They don't even no, they don't touch on these subjects. They don't go within. They don't question anything. That's not normal. And so this has been the open secret. You know what I'm saying? These clones all around you. They got 3 billion movies about this. 3,257 billion movies about this. They got like the body snatchers, the Matrix. They're just telling you how they're growing them, they're cloning them. And now when you walk around and you talk to them, you be like, you can see it. Like I say, nobody out here telling stories. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then use a clone. You don't care to know. You're not meant to know. This is the reason for the clones. The clones are here to take up space and to give the apparent illusion of a so-called real world and a real life, and everything is just, this is how things are supposed to be. And the moment you start talking like this and the things I'm saying, the clones are the how did the Matrix put it? They're the gatekeepers. The moment you start expressing your uniqueness or start expressing things that are weird in the Matrix and why everybody acts the same and why everybody should just be going to work when money's free and there's plenty to go around and this and that, when you start just pointing out the obvious, the clones, they can send the signal through the AI. They're easily hijacked through their minds. Um, because just like God created his people, Satan is a copycat. So he copies everything that God does. You know, he transforms himself into an angel of light to deceive. And one of the things that he has accomplished in this matrix, to copy God in the highest form, is that he has created artificial life. Straight up, just cloning. You know, just cloning cats out here, man. On a lunch break, cloning them. Believe it. You don't have to believe it. This is not for everybody to know, but for the chosen ones, the awakened ones, and to the clones too that are somehow have the means to and the ears to hear. You know what I'm saying? And for you guys to awaken to your programming. You know what I'm saying? Like in that movie, The Island, what did the guy say to the clones? I hate to be the guy who tells, you know what I'm saying, who is the party pooper, have to tell you there's no Santa Claus. Y'all was cloned, man. And he started going on about how y'all clones, man. Like this is wild to say the least, but this is what y'all, to say the least, but this is what it is. Y'all been cloned, man. Watch the movie They Cloned Tyrone. The Body Snatchers. The Matrix. They Live. Should we go on? Why do they make these movies? Because these demons, they have to tell you what they're doing. They believe in their loser minds and their Masonic lodges that if they tell you what they're doing and we don't do nothing about it, then they can avoid their karma. All they're doing is pushing their karma back. They're just pushing the inevitable. They still gonna get it, but they're using their technology and their little trickery to just push it back. That's all they're doing. They ain't slick. They think they are though. They're doing damage, no doubt. They're out here collecting loot through making us suffer and work for no reason when there's plenty to go around. Hold on. Take a sip of water. But yeah, I forgot why I started. What was I even talking about? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Like you don't really want to believe these things. You just want to think like, hold up, man. What you talking about, clones, man? I just want to live a regular life. Like, but just look at it, man. You that are an awakened soul out there. You know what I'm talking about. Possibly even some clones that have done research, you know, through God's grace too. The message arrives at them and say, hold up, man. And you know they're doing this. The world would not be what it is if there was not an overall majority of clones. It wouldn't be, things wouldn't be what they are. If there were a lot more empathetic, more loving, empathic people in this world, such as TIs, you know, the world would not be the way it is. That's just, we go back to just logic. These clones are easily hijacked, and that's why all this nonsense goes on, all this trauma, all this crazy things are going on. They're easily hijacked. They're doing all this crazy stuff, and they're just, the blame is put on, oh, mental illness, or they're just ignorant, or they were just traumatized, and all this stuff, man. They just, I'm trying to keep it clean because this pisses me off. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it's ridiculous. Us TIs, we've undergone hell since day one, and we've, you know, we've undergone more hell than a lot of these privileged clones out here that had it easy, and they still be breaking down over the slightest things when certain things take place in their lives. And so the evidence is clear to us. We're seeing it. You can see it. This is not about, oh, hold on, let me think about this clone subject if it's really like that. No. If you know, you know. If you have the eyes to see, you know, you feel it. You know it. This is why things are the way they are in this world. This is why you feel all alone around these clones. They can't feed off each other's energy. We make this world go round. It's because of us, the loosh, the energy, you know, 500 to 1,000 clones to one, the harassment, all these losers following you around like it's you that creating the movie The Truman Show. Like, where'd they get these ideas? The movie The Faculty, check that, that's another good movie. Where everybody's just turning, you know what I mean? It's a whole takeover of these clones. Like, where are they getting? You think this is just their imagination? These Masons, these demons that create all these movies. The Bible talks about the clones. You know what I'm saying? The wheat and the tares. This is what it is, man. You need to come to terms with this. This is why when I went into this subject, even you knowing it, it's still, the programming is so strong that you still doubt it. Like, you don't want to believe it. Just like how Neo was tripping in the Matrix when Morpheus was breaking it down to him about how they were creating artificial life and everything that he showed him in that screen. He started bugging out. He was like, hold up, bro. What you talking about? These clones? Bro, this is why life is the way it is around you. This is why nobody cares to awaken to these truths, even after they know the truth. They just want to continue to play this life, go along to get along, and just continue like there's nothing happening. And this is how things are, just how things are supposed to be. Even though horrible things are happening behind the scenes by these demons and all these disgusting things that are have the rituals and all this, the clones will still pretend like, oh, you know, they'll just, it's not fully directly affecting our lives yet, so let's just keep it pushing and just clock into work. And what's up with the game? Did you guys watch last night's game? And all this shit is just weird things going on, man. For the real people, man. We just see too clear. It's really wild. You're not reacting. You're reacting exactly how you should, just weird out to what you're seeing. And the clones would just have you thinking, will gaslight you into thinking like, you're overthinking it. These are the gatekeepers. The moment you start expressing uniqueness, They'll try to dim your light down by way of criticism. They'll do anything to bring you back down to frequency level, to low frequency level, the matrix frequency level. They all work in unison as a hive mind. They get hijacked by the AI. This is ridiculous. And you see it. Again, the world would not be what it is if the vast majority of people walking around had a soul, were TIs, were empathic beings. Ultimately, people would just be like, no, hold up, man, this and that. Like, we would already be changing the way the world is into love, into positive things, you know. But being as though the vast majority are clones, they don't have the ability to see beyond, to look within, to see beyond the veil of the common sense things that to us are common sense. You know what I mean? Um, but the clones are in automatic mode, and even after they know the information, they don't care to do anything about it, even within themselves to awaken. You see them; they be 80, 90 years old, just dumb as hell, and you'll be thinking like, oh nah, they're just ignorant, they grew up in a different time. And that's not the case. It's not the case, man. That's why it's not the case. That's why there was a saying back in the day, like, yo, um what's the term, to be, once you're an older person, you're supposed to be wise. You become more wise with age. But then people, like I said, the clones always got an excuse to everything as to why things are the way it is, and it's just normal. You should still look at things as normal. They just be like, oh well, yeah, this and this is what. They always got a dumb answer for everything. They'll just sit. Oh, I was gonna say something. They'll just have an excuse for any of their narcissistic behavior that will make it sense to them. And it's not normal for all these older people to be this dumb nowadays. It doesn't make any sense. It's not the natural way things should be. Just naturally. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to be like 1 billion years old and still don't care to even question who you are, if there is a God or not. They'll just blindly believe in a God. You know what I mean? They won't have the process we go through, to the point that we have to, you know, I've questioned it before I believed in God. I used to hate even believing in a God. And we've all gone through our process. I'm sure there's a lot of TIs who still don't believe in God, but we all, but we still go through the process of searching, of restlessly questioning and going within, questioning the very God, in the Bible, even lashing out against God oftentimes. And for a lot of us, just being angry at God, because it's just like, we didn't understand a lot of things. We've come to understand a lot of things gradually now, but that's another subject, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's walk with God. But yeah, man, the world is what it is because the vast majority are clones. This is why the world is what it is. There's no excuse. If there were more empaths in this world, the empath would not be, the world would not be what it is. People would not be doing what these clones are doing. It's a circus out here. It's like, this would not be the case. It don't matter how much the control system, these demons, putting the peer pressure and all this, empaths, TIs. If this was the majority walking around in this world, things would not be like this. You know, things the majority of us would just not. Things would be a lot better, a lot more peaceful. It would be a lot more understanding. Why everything is so cold now? It's not about, people think about these things. How can people change that drastically? Everybody feels it. Everybody, even clones have talked about it. Everybody feels the disconnection, the loneliness, the just the craziness that we see going around. The stuff people be doing, just weird shit, like just evilness, like the level of evil that a human reaches, like the stuff they be doing, the stuff that we've seen, like the stuff that we're exposed to seeing all the time in this world that humans do to each other. Like, these are not human. These are not regular people. You understand this? This is a spiritual world. These are demons out here, clones out here, man. Easily hijacked vessels, just clones, man. You gotta understand this. It's just I'm not, it's just I'm explaining something that's easy to see now with the explanations I just gave. It wouldn't be the way it is. Clones, even y'all can peep this out. Listen to this. It wouldn't be the way it is, man. The way we feel, a lot of real people, the stuff that there's no excuse. But since the clones are narcissists, they'll have every excuse in the book. Oh, well, it's because they've undergone trauma. And this is why they do the things that they do. And we got to understand them. And, these institutions of psychology and all this they created in order to even further confuse the clones into thinking that these behaviors, oh, well, it's just mental illness from the traumas that. But TIs have undergone a lot of traumas too, even worse a lot oftentimes than the clones, and that hasn't turned us evil. That doesn't turn an empath, a regular human, evil. Quite the opposite. We actually don't want other people to undergo what we've gone through, so we give our testimony. We try to be better. We speak change into the world. There's no excuse, you know what I'm saying? But the clones, they got every excuse in the book to say, well, it's because of this. Well, psychology says that it's because of this. People act this way because. So they create all these excuses to just make it seem like this is how things are. This is just normal. Well, they're just mentally ill, man. So this is why they're horrible. And they do all these horrific things. So this is just the vast majority of people then that are mentally ill, because what do we see in this world? Just pure evil, just sellouts, just people turning on each other, just the most vilest things. Just look. Why is it so hard for people to find peace and happiness and this and that? And it should just be easy. So all of these easy things to see that regular people can easily see. We can just see what's going on. You can see you're really surrounded by these biological robots in there, man. We're not all the same. Jesus told us in the Bible, man, wheat in the tares. Wheat in the tares, man. Spend 5 minutes with a clone. They'll start fidgeting if you talk about real things, just regular things about life that are real, that are to awaken their minds. They'll start fidgeting, start looking around, and just this is weirdness out here, man. There's no connection. There's a big disconnection, man, between the clones and the real humans, the real beings. You know what I'm saying? There's a disconnection, man. We see it. Everybody talk. This is we talking about it. This is an open secret. Like this is something that people are noticing. Easily, it's something easy to notice now. You know what I'm saying? Shit is weird, man. So that's why we find it so hard to just move it along like things are just business as usual. Nah, man. How can I even proceed with the type of knowledge that T.I. be having? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just moving around clones and you can see it. And you can see how they're sabotaging and how they're getting triggered to harass you. And how you can see the change in their demeanor, their eyes and shit. Like, they're just possessed. And you're out here just being cornered and isolated. They still can't beat me, you know what I'm saying? But they trying hard as hell, man. They're trying to wear down the Saints. That's why it's got to be so many of them, you know what I'm saying? Because they the hyenas and I'm the lion. You know what I'm saying? But they be trying, man. They be doing damage to us. But think about who we must be, man. You guys got to really come to terms with all this. Think about who we must be. These clones, these demons, these masons have seen us coming. They have the technology. They know who we are before we even notice these things within ourselves. We've been walking amongst them, not knowing our light. We've been made to think that we're regular, that we're just like the clones, that there's nothing special about you, man. Don't you think? Don't be thinking you special. Quickly, the agents, man, the gatekeepers, your family members, everybody around you just gonna come to you and just dim your light immediately. Like, boy, don't be thinking you special. This and that. Nobody following you. Who you think you are and all this stuff they be saying, man. You already know the deal, guys. It's some weirdness. We can see it easily, man. We all talking about the same thing. But they'll try hard as hell to gaslight. Look at the movie Truman. Where did they come up with these movies, man? Hey, yo, Masons. Hey, yo, losers. I'm the true man. Don't you feel worthless and pathetic to know like y'all following me? Like I'm the true man. Like y'all some weirdos following another man. Don't y'all feel like y'all weird? Like y'all gay? Like y'all out here peeping timing? Like y'all out here just like how can you even out there be enjoying life with your buddies afterwards? Yeah, we just harassed him. This is how we get our money. Like how can you even consider yourself a real man? After being a peeping Tom for a couple hours and just harassing somebody with a red shirt. Like you just be told what to do. Like some loser because you scared of these demons. Because you would hate to be left out. All your life is to fit in. That's why these clones, man, this is weird, man. They get triggered to everything. They get identified easily, man. That's why you see this is why these family members, they turn on us, guys. This is why they turn on us so easily the way they do. Like Bobby Hemmett said about the clones. You'll know it's a clone because you'll see how they switch up on their personality all the time. One moment they'll say something to you, and then the next moment you seen it. Y'all seen it. It's an open secret now. We gotta expose them all the time. Like, and they live. We got one they can see. This is realness, man. It has to be so many of them, you know what I mean? Like Denzel. Watch the movie with Denzel, Fallen. The name of the movie is called Fallen. Man, go watch that movie right now. How all the clones are together, you know what I'm saying? This is wild.